Police Constable Wayne Couzens has pleaded guilty to the kidnapping and rape of Sarah Everard, who went missing in March while walking home in South London. The serving Metropolitan police officer appeared in court accused over the disappearance and death of the 33-year-old marketing executive. Couzens, 48, also admitted responsibility for her killing. He has not yet entered a plea to the charge that he murdered Everard. The court heard that psychiatric reports were being compiled and may be ready next month. He appeared via video link at the Old Bailey and formally pleaded guilty to the kidnap and rape of Everard. Couzens spoke only to say, "Guilty, sir," when asked to plead to the charges put to him. He pleaded guilty to kidnapping Everard, unlawfully and by force or fraud, on the 3rd of March. He then pleaded guilty to a charge of rape between 2 and the 10th of March. Couzens is also accused of Everard's murder between 2 and the 10th of March. He did not attend the Old Bailey in central London in person. Instead, he appeared by video link from Belmarsh prison in southeast London wearing khaki trousers and a grey sweatshirt for the short hearing. Some of Everard's family were in court as Couzens, who had served as an armed police officer, entered his pleas. He is scheduled to appear in court on the 9th of July before Lord Justice Fulford. Everard was last seen on the 3rd of March as she walked from her friend's place to her home in South London, a journey of 2.5 miles. Her body was found in a builder's bag in Woodland in Ashford, Kent, on the 10th of March. It was identified via dental records. Couzens, who joined the Met in 2018, was arrested at his home in Deal in Kent in March, first on suspicion of kidnap. The next day, while in police custody, he was arrested on suspicion of murder. Last week, the results of a post-mortem were made public, which showed Everard died from compression of the neck. Announcing the results, the Met said, "A post-mortem examination into the death of Sarah Everard held at the William Harvey Hospital in Ashford has given cause of death as compression of the neck. Sarah's family have been informed and are being supported by specialist officers." In a statement after her death, Everard's family paid tribute and described her as a shining example to us all, who brought them pride and joy. It said, "Sarah was bright and beautiful, a wonderful daughter and sister. She was kind and thoughtful, caring and dependable. She always put others first and had the most amazing sense of humor." Everard's disappearance was initially treated by the Met as a missing persons case, but as concerns mounted it was taken over by the Specialist Crime Command. Detectives looked for any clue as to what had happened to her, scouring footage from CCTV cameras and cameras from passing buses, appealing for anyone with dashcam footage from tiny cameras mounted on cars to come forward, as well as appealing for witnesses. Eventually the investigation led to searches in Ashford, Kent, including in Woodland where her body was recovered. The kidnapping and murder of Sarah Everard initiated a national debate about the safety of women in the UK, and whether the criminal justice system was doing enough to protect them and punish those who threaten them. Vigils held around the country passed off largely without incident. One near to the route of Everard's last known journey, on Clapham Common, South London, saw the Met criticized for alleged heavy-handed tactics, but a report by the policing inspectorate not only cleared police of wrongdoing but praised them for their restraint. The investigation when Everard went missing led to the arrest of Couzens, a serving police officer, which stunned the leadership of the Met. Police officers have to be vetted before they can join, and those who are authorized to carry a firearm, as Couzens was, are subjected to further checks to ensure their suitability. He was a member of the Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Unit and is still a serving police officer. The Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, is investigating other matters sparked by the case, including injuries Couzens sustained while in police custody after his arrest.